Hi, welcome back to Momentum Academy. This lesson is part of our Bubble Bootcamp. You can find the complete course linked in the description below, and if you want more in-depth Bubble tutorials like this, make sure you subscribe so as not to miss the next lessons. We are continuing to build our professional landing page, and in this module we are taking our design from mid to high fidelity. In this lesson we are going to set up our colour system in Bubble. We will take the colours from our Figma design system and map them into Bubble's colour variables in the Styles tab. You can find the link to the Figma file in the description below. Once this is done, anytime we change a colour in one place, it will update everywhere in the app. In Bubble, open the Styles tab on the left and then select Style Variables at the top. This is where Bubble stores all the global colours for your app. You will see groups such as primary, secondary, success, alert, destructive and grey. And inside each group, Bubble has created shades named 10, 20, 30, all the way through to 80. This is how Bubble organises its colour variables. We are going to replace the primary values and the grey values with our own palette from Figma. We'll also update the surface, background and text colours. Keep your Figma file open side by side. Go to the colours page so you can see the brand colours and the greys we will be using. In the Figma file, you can see the shades are referred to as 100, 200, 500, etc. These map to 10, 20, 50 and so on in Bubble. We will start with the primary colours. In Bubble, under the primary group, you should see primary 10 through to primary 80. From our design system, we only need primary 10, 20, 50, 60 and 70. To avoid confusion, I am going to delete any primary shades that we are not going to use. Alternatively, you could place a white placeholder in these shades. I am going to delete primary 30, 40 and 80. Now we will replace each of those remaining values using the colours from Figma. First, go over to Figma. On the colours page, select primary 100. In the right-hand panel in Figma, click on the hex colour here to copy the hex value for that swatch. Come back to Bubble, select primary 10 and paste that hex code into the colour field. Now primary 10 in Bubble matches your first primary shade in Figma. Next, go back to Figma. Select the next primary 200, copy its hex value from the right-hand inspector. Switch to Bubble again, select primary 20 and paste that value into the colour field. That updates primary 20. Now we will set the main brand colour. In Figma, select the primary 500 and copy the hex code. Return to Bubble, select primary 50 and paste the code into the colour box. Primary 50 is your main brand colour in Bubble. We also want to paste this colour into the primary colour at the top of the colours list. Next, in Figma, select primary 600. Copy the hex code from the Figma panel. Back in Bubble, select primary 60 and paste in that hex value. Finally, for primary, go back to Figma, primary 700 and copy its hex. Come back to Bubble, select primary 70 and paste it into the colour field. That completes our primary group. We are not using the success, alert or destructive colour in our landing page, but we will use them in part 2 of this course. So if you like, you can pause the video here and go ahead and configure these in the same way. Now let's configure the grayscale. In Bubble, find the grey group. Bubble will have grey 10 through to grey 80. From our design system, we only use grey 10, 20, 30, 50, 60 and 70. Delete grey 40 and grey 80 so that only those 6 remain. Now open Figma and select the grey 100. Copy the hex value. Return to Bubble, select grey 10 and paste the hex into the colour field. Back in Figma, select grey 200, copy the hex code. In Bubble, select grey 20 and paste the value in. Then, in Figma, select grey 300, copy its hex. Back in Bubble, select grey 30 and paste in that hex. Now, in Figma, find grey 500, select that swatch and copy the hex value. In Bubble, select grey 50 and paste the hex code there. Next, in Figma, select the darker 600, copy its hex code. Back in Bubble, select grey 60 and paste the colour in. Finally, for greys, in Figma, select grey 700, copy the hex value. In Bubble, select grey 70 and paste in that hex. Now our grayscale in Bubble perfectly matches the greys in Figma. The last step is to configure the surface, background and text shades. Go to Figma, select this white swatch and copy the hex value FEFEFE. Come back to Bubble, select surface colour and paste the hex code there. This is the shade we use for group backgrounds. Go to Figma, select the off-white swatch and copy the hex value F9F9F9. Come back to Bubble, select background colour and paste the hex code there. This is the shade we use for page backgrounds. Finally, select the black swatch and copy the hex value 2222222. Come back to Bubble, find the text colour and paste the hex code there. This is the black we use for text on the page. At this point, all of our key colours have been wired up in Bubble. Our primary colours are grey shades and our shade colours for white, off-white and black. By using colour variables like this, you can change your brand colours in one place and have the updates flow through your entire app. It keeps everything consistent with the Figma design system and makes future changes much faster. That completes our colour setup in Bubble. In the next lesson, we will use a similar approach to build our font styles so that typography in Bubble matches our design system as well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next lesson.